Welcome back to the Wandering Off channel. Today we are in the lovely Budapest. This is one of our favorite destinations to travel to, and this will include footage from 3 of our different trips. And with 3 trips, we're pretty sure we're well equipped to tell you exactly what you should be doing in Budapest. We start off with the absolute crown jewel, the Hungarian Parliament building. It is hands down one of the most beautiful sights in Budapest. Finished in 1904, it's the largest building in Hungary and one of the biggest parliament buildings in the world. With its towering spires, detailed statues, and over 40 kilograms of gold used in the interior, it looks like something straight out of a fantasy film. And at night, the whole thing glows in a warm golden light, especially beautiful when viewed from across the river. Just a short walk away from the riverbank, you'll come across powerful Shoes on the Danube memorial. 60 pairs of iron shoes cast in the memory of Jews who were executed along the river by fascist forces during World War II.
So we just arrived in our Budapest Airbnb and it is so nice. Firstly, like the tall ceilings look so good. We already made a bit of a mess with our things, but
Don't mind that.
no. This is the bathroom. Let's see. Cute. Everything you need.
Yep.
And then they gave us apple cider and watermelon cider, which is really sweet. What's in here? Oh, another bathroom. Oh no, no toilet, but a nice sink.
Yeah.
Cool.
And a nice looking shower.
Yeah, really
Hey, we're
nice.
washing our hair in this city.
Oh, nice herringbone floors. A nice
Oh,
bed.
It's not a pull-out couch.
No, it's so pretty. Wow, do you like chess?
Yeah, I do actually.
Good. Get ready to lose. Wow, this is so nice. So where are we, Sam?
We're at the New York Cafe. This is a very historical place in Budapest. It's actually connected to one of the biggest hotels in Budapest called the New York Palace. This is the New York Palace Cafe, and we're about to eat some breakfast. Make sure to book this one way in advance. I booked this at least 6 months in advance to get this spot, and trust me, it is worth it. This is the architectural and culinary centerpiece of Budapest. There's nothing like this. I got one of the best eggs benedicts I've ever had. Alex got this lovely omelet, and we got a nice tower with local artisanal pastries, as well as marmalades and a nice bowl of fresh fruit. And we got to look into the beautiful architecture and fine dining experience that is the New York Cafe. Now, the best thing that we've done in Budapest was the hike up the Citadella. It's one of those experiences in Budapest that totally pays off, not just for the view, but for the journey itself. Perched atop the Gellert Hill, the Citadel was built in the mid-1800s as a military fortress, basically to keep an eye on the rebellious city below. But these days, it's more of a peaceful lookout point, and the hike is incredible. Even though it's a bit of a leg burner, the winding path, shaped steps, and the little breaks that you get in the trees that give you a teasing preview of the panorama at the top, it makes it all worth it. And once you finally make it, you're rewarded with an epic 360 view all over the Danube River, Buda, and Pest, and all of the bridges that connect them. It's easily one of the best spots to catch the sunrise in Budapest, and whether you're into history, photography, or just soaking up the moment, the Citadella delivers. Budapest is also home to the Dohány Street Synagogue, the largest in Europe, the second largest in the world. Its Moorish-style design and rich history make it an absolute must-see, even if you're just passing by. What I love most about Budapest is how the city blends old-world grandeur with modern life. From neo-Gothic to Art Nouveau, every corner feels like it belongs to a movie set. The view from anywhere elevated, like Gellert Hill, Fisherman's Bastion, or even the random rooftops is just wild. The way the Danube slices the city in two, the bridges connecting Buda and Pest, Parliament glowing at night, it's a postcard perfect in real life. And scattered throughout the city are these adorable cafes, vintage shops that give Budapest its charm. You can sip espresso in a place that looks like an old apothecary, or stumble onto an art gallery hidden behind ivory-covered walls. Now let's talk about one of the big ones, Buda Castle. Sitting on Castle Hill, this massive complex has seen centuries of history, from medieval kings to wartime damage and modern restoration. You can walk through the cobblestone paths, explore the courtyards, and visit Hungarian National Gallery, or just chill on the walls and take in the view. The funicular can take you up if you don't feel like hiking, but honestly, walking through the old streets gives you that real castle core feeling. Around every corner, there's something to explore. Hidden gardens, sculptures, fountains, and lookout points with unreal views of the Danube and Pest. It's not just a castle. It's a whole vibe and easily one of the most immersive parts of the city. Okay. Why must we stay where we don't belong? If you're into nightlife like I am, Budapest is honestly one of the best cities in Europe to experience it. The energy here after dark is electric. There's this perfect mix of old world charm and modern party culture that makes every night out feel different and unforgettable. Let's start with what Budapest is famous for, the ruin pubs. These pubs are set up in abandoned buildings, mostly in the Jewish quarter, and they've become a symbol of the city's creative spirit. The most iconic one is Simplakerts, which it's like stepping into a weird artsy dream. Graffiti covered walls, bathtubs turned into couches, vintage TVs stacked on shelves, plants growing out of weird places. It's chaotic. It's the best way you can experience this city. You can grab a beer, chill in a room that looks like someone's living room from the 70s, and listen to anything from electronic jazz, depending on the night, or metal. But it doesn't stop there. The entire 7th district comes alive at night, with hidden bars, cocktail lounges, live music venues, and late night food spots, all packed into walkable streets. You'll go out for one drink and end up hopping from place to place until 5-6 a.m. without even realizing it. And if you're more into clubbing, Budapest has a solid lineup of dance spots as well. The labyrinth rooms with different music in each, to sleek top rooftop venues with DJs and panoramic views of the city lights. The drinks are affordable compared to most European cities, and the crowds are all friendly. I got to meet so many travelers from so many different places, and everybody was welcome to just exploring and talking.
Sorry, pal, you're just not that guy. All right.
Singing and dancing all night till 6 a.m. and honestly, that's what my days were like in Budapest. Partying all night with travelers, and then during the day exploring the incredible architecture, walking into beautiful buildings that I had no clue what they were, and being absolutely blown away. Another experience you need to have if you're in Budapest is one of the bathhouses. Now, there's a ton of these around the city, but the Gellert bathhouse was one of our favorites. We keep going back, and it was an absolute must.
It's right down there. You just came back from the spa. Yeah, it was so nice. Yeah, a lot of like thermal baths, obviously.
So many different ones, like so much better than the ones in Canada, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like there were a bunch of different rooms too, like inside. And a bunch of saunas. There was one that we went to that had like green LED lights.
Yeah, and then like one that smelled really good.
Like peppermint or something. Probably eucalyptus, but I don't
Maybe
know.
eucalyptus, but you're right, it was minty.
Yeah, so good. So nice.
If you really want to tap into local culture, head straight to the Great Market Hall. It's Budapest's largest and oldest indoor market. The building itself is beautiful, with its colored tiled roofs and its grand iron and glass structure that feels more like a train station than a marketplace. Inside, it's a sensory overload in the best way. The ground floor is packed with stalls selling fresh produces, spices, meats, and rainbow of paprika, Hungary's favorite spice. You'll also find handmade sausages, giant wheels of cheese, and rows of pickled everything. One of the best ways to experience Budapest is from the Danube River, a city cruise that gives you a totally different perspective. You're floating between Buda and Pest, with front row seats to some of the most iconic landmarks in Europe. Whether you go during the day or opt for the night cruise with a nice glass of wine in hand, it's pure magic. You'll glide past the Parliament building, Buda Castle, Fisherman's Bastion, the Chain Bridge. It all feels like a living postcard. And the best part? You get to take it all in without rushing, just letting the city unfold around you. Beyond the views, the Danube is loaded with history. For centuries, it's been the heart of Budapest, dividing the royal hilly Buda from the bustling, flat Pest, and connecting it to the rest of Europe. The river's banks have been seen by Roman settlements, Ottoman invasions, Habsburg parades, and tragic moments. The bridges that span it, especially the chain bridge, once symbolized the unification of Buda and Pest into one capital in 1873. Riding the Danube is like gliding across centuries of stories, all in one calm, steady line. Watching both sides of the city glide by while the sky shifts from sunset to night is one of those experiences that just stick with you. The gentle movement of the boat, the reflections of the water, the lights flickering to life, it's peaceful, romantic, and honestly, kind of surreal. Floating on the Danube is more than just sightseeing, it's stepping into the flow of time itself. Thanks for wandering with us. Please subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this. Stay tuned for a Budapest food vlog coming up. Comment down below some of the spots you think we might have missed to help your fellow travelers out. And until next time, keep wandering, friends.